Hello friends, in this lecture we'll understand about language learning by Chomsky. So Noam Chomsky was born on December 7th, 1928 in Philadelphia, USA and studied at University of Pennsylvania. He has studied BA, MA and PhD. He is an American linguist, philosopher, cognitive scientist, political commentator and activist. And sometimes Chomsky is known as father of modern linguists and well known as a professor of MIT, wrote over 100 books, especially critical of the work of B.F. Skinner. So just now, have a look over native theory of language learning by Chomsky. So native theory is only biological based theory. That is, in Hindi we can say Javik Siddhant, which argues that humans are pre-programmed with innate ability to develop language. Every individual, every human being, every child has an innate quality of acquiring the knowledge. So that is a native theory, which is biologically based. It's acquiring the knowledge. Any children have a innate ability. So innate ability, from where the innate ability came from? That is from gene. They have, but Noam Chomsky has not given any preference over gene. He has not talked about the gene and all that. So he has only discussed that human being or any individual has a innate ability to develop language. Okay, so children are born with such innate quality, such janmjat pravritti for language acquisition, and that is why he can learn the language very easily. Okay, and firstly, language, if a child learn first language, for that type of child it's very easy to learn the second language later on. If a child is living in an environment where multiples of languages are spoken, so at that time child get confused. They can't differentiate between the words, and a state of confusion created inside the brain. So it's very difficult for that learner to learn that language at that time. So they are the slow learner because they are confused that which language he has to learn. So firstly, learning of the first language must be there by the child, and later on you can teach them, you can make learn different multiple languages. Hope I'm clear. According to Chomsky, he has said that every human brain has a language acquisition device, and just because of that language acquisition device, a learner can learn the things very smoothly, very frequently, very in an easy manner. Okay, and Noam Chomsky has not given preference over the term like response, conditioning, stimuli, okay, reinforcement, and all that. Okay, so according to him, there's a language acquisition device in the brain, and just because of that device, children used to learn. And every children has a universal grammar. Here, universal grammar refers to the innate biological grammatical category or innate biological grammar which is fitted inside the brain of an individual. That is universal grammar, and it can be studied under two subheadings, or we can say universal grammar maybe of two types. The number one is descriptive grammar and second is prescriptive grammar. In descriptive grammar, children randomly use any sentence without taking into consideration the different grammatical mistakes and all that. But in prescriptive grammar, children will deliver the things in a systematical manner in a well framed sentence. So that is prescriptive grammar. And there's also concept of deep and surface structure of sentences. That is, in deep surface structure sentence, firstly, child learn deep structure sentences, like they used to start the framing the sentences like I'm eating an apple, and in surface structure sentences an apple is being eaten by me. So it seems to be very opposite type, but the fact is that in deep sentence it's a very simple type sentence. And firstly, deep sentence is spoken by a learner or a child, that is I'm eating an apple. And in surface structure sentence, they used to say an apple is being eaten by me. And surface structure sentence, the child or the learner learn later on in the life. Okay, first they learn deep